To welcome Bill Powers.
Thank you all very much. Yeah, I was going to walk, but I was afraid as warm as it is, I would sweat and you would feel it. I didn't need any help with that today. I'm a little nervous as it is. So. Good afternoon, and certainly thank you all for being here today and for having me here. It's truly an honor to have the opportunity today to just share the story of my family. I am Bill Powers. I'm the principal at Cherokee Middle School, and my family couldn't be here today. Dana and Celie, they're very dedicated to what they do. In fact, they have perfect attendance, as my wife is the assistant principal at Reed Academy, and my son is a first grader at David Harrison Elementary School. But they thank you as well. We have some photos in the background, so you'll be able to see who they are and a little bit tie the story together so that you can see what we've been through. 7 years ago, this coming February 14th, Celie was born, and he was born 3.5 weeks early. Everything up to that point was normal, and even when he was born, we thought things were normal. But then we saw him, and he was blue. He was non-responsive. Sirens went off in the room, alarms went off in the room, and the NICU doctors and nurses came rushing in. And Dana was able to get a quick photo, and then they took me and they took Celie and just said, "Follow me." I signed the release papers, and they said, "Okay, we need you to leave." So for 4 hours, we had no idea if he was alive. We didn't know. And that was the longest 4 hours of my life. However, just after midnight, we did get a call, and we were told he's okay. You can come see him now. So we went. We got to see Celie. We weren't able to hold him or touch him or anything. As you can see from the photos, he had lots of wires, monitors, and things attached to him, but we were able to see him, and we knew that he was alive. We found out later that week, he spent 7 days in the NICU unit at Mercy, and we found out a few days later that he had lost 2/3 of his blood due to a tear in the umbilical cord while my wife was going through labor. We had no idea. No one did. But because of a donor and because of you all coordinating blood donor drives, he's here today. Two months after Celie was born, I was named principal at Cherokee Middle School. And one of the ways in which I wanted to be able to thank everyone was we started hosting a blood drive at Cherokee. And this will be our 7th blood drive in February. And also, my wife and I are regular donors now. You can find me up here every 56 days or so, sitting in the chair donating on a regular basis. So I want to kind of tie this together with education. Being an educator since 2001, what I've done as an educator is very similar to what you all do as blood drive coordinators. We have to have faith that what we do matters, because we don't always see the results of our work. As an educator, we have students, and in fact some of them are in the room today. I look forward to hearing them sing later. But we don't always see the positive results of what we do as teachers and principals until many, many years later. And sometimes we don't ever know the positive effects we have. And that's the same for blood donors and blood drive coordinators. We don't always know the impact that we have, but we have faith that what we are doing is saving lives. And again, I'm here today to say you do. Everything that we do matters, and it saves lives. And I'm here today to remind you of that. And this guy right here. He's my world. And I almost didn't have it. So because of possibly one of your blood drives, he is here today. He is happy, he is thriving, and I'm a dad. So on behalf of my family and the thousands and thousands and thousands of families across the Ozarks, thank you for everything that you do. And please continue to fight the good fight. Tell our story, tell your story, because what we do makes a difference. Thank you very much.